Imagine opening your Bible and flipping through the prophets, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Jonah, and then, tucked away like a little hidden treasure, you find Obadiah. We don't know much about him, no big backstory, no dramatic adventures like Jonah and the whale, but we do know this. Obadiah was chosen by God to deliver a very serious message. His name even means servant of the Lord. And what was his message about? It was about a nation called Edom, and their very big problem with pride. To understand the story, let's go back, way back, to two brothers. Do you remember Jacob and Esau? Jacob became the father of the Israelites. Esau became the father of the Edomites. They were family, blood relatives. But oh, how they fought! Even in their mother's womb, Jacob and Esau struggled with each other. And that family rivalry didn't just stay between them. It carried on for centuries. The Israelites lived in the land of Judah. The Edomites lived in the Rocky Mountains of Seir. And instead of being good neighbors and remembering they were relatives, Edom often turned its back on Judah. Now, picture this. The land of Edom was full of tall red cliffs and steep mountains. The people carved their homes into the rocks, high above where enemies could reach. They felt safe, secure, untouchable. Ha! The Edomites laughed. Who could ever bring us down? We live in the cliffs, like eagles in their nests. No one can touch us here. They thought their clever hiding places made them invincible. But God saw something else. He saw their pride, a heart that said, "We don't need anyone, not even God." And that, boys and girls, is where trouble always begins. One day, disaster struck the people of Judah. Enemy nations invaded Jerusalem. Soldiers stormed the city. They tore down walls, stole treasures from the temple, and left the people broken and afraid. And where was Edom? Judah's family, their neighbors, their cousins? Did they rush in to help? Did they offer comfort? No. They laughed. The Edomites stood on the sidelines and cheered for the enemy. Some even joined in the looting. They pointed at the roads and said, this way, catch the ones trying to escape." Can you imagine how painful that was? To be betrayed not by strangers, but by family? God saw it, and he told Obadiah, "Edom, your pride has fooled you. Because of the way you treated your brother Jacob, judgment is coming." So what exactly did Obadiah say? He painted a picture for Edom using powerful words from God. "You may soar like an eagle, but I will bring you down. If robbers came to you, they would only steal until they had enough. But you, Edom, will be stripped completely. The very allies you trusted will betray you." In other words, Edom's false security would crumble. Their pride would not protect them. And boys and girls, that's a big reminder for us too. When we put our trust in anything other than God, our strength, our money, our brains, or our hiding places, it will never last. Only God is forever strong. Obadiah's prophecy wasn't just about Edom. It was also about something much bigger. The day of the Lord. That is a special phrase the Bible uses to describe the time when God will set everything right. A time of justice. A time when evil is punished and God's people are restored. Obadiah said, "The day of the Lord is near for all nations. As you have done, it will be done to you." That means everyone, every nation, every person will answer for how they've lived. Did they show kindness or cruelty? Did they lift others up or tear them down? For Edom, that day would mean destruction. But for God's people, Judah, there was a promise of hope. Even though Judah had been attacked, even though their city was broken, God promised they wouldn't stay defeated forever. Obadiah said, "On Mount Zion, there will be deliverance." That means God's people would one day rise again. They would inherit the land. And best of all, Obadiah ends with this powerful truth: the kingdom will be the Lord's. No matter how scary things look, no matter how many enemies laugh, in the end, God's kingdom wins. And that's the story of Obadiah, boys and girls. One little book with a very big message. Stay humble, show kindness, and remember that God's kingdom always wins. Thank you for joining me here on Rabbit's Foot Tales, where every story brings us closer to God's love. If you enjoyed today's story, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe so you won't miss the next adventure. Until next time, keep hopping in faith.